welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova, and if this is your first time here, welcome to our coziest of corners. This is the coziest corner on YouTube, and I hope that you will pull up a seat and relax and have a great time with us. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, my gnomie. I hope you're having a great day. It is Thursday, so you know what that means. It is our second Luck of the Draw Thursday. Technically our first Luck of the Draw Thursday, because today was the second time that Nan at Nan's Next Knots drew a number for Luck of the Draw, but I'm not showing you guys until a week later what my color was, because that gives me my week to work up my piece after finding out. Otherwise I would have to find out that day, make it, and do my video that same day. So technically our first week, I guess. But this is Luck of the Draw. If you haven't heard about Luck of the Draw, I will link in the description box below a video where I talked about it, and I will also link Nan's Next Knots channel where you can participate and find out the numbers for yourself if you would like to play along with us. Obviously, you are welcome to join in, and you're welcome to not join in. You don't have to, but we are only now, just today, having the second number drawn, so if you would like to join in, it is still right at the beginning of it, so you don't have to play a bunch of catch-up. But basically, to give you a short little gist of what it is, Nan draws a number, and it is numbers 1 through 8. I wanted to make sure I got that right. I almost said 1 through 7 because I'm like, Luck of the Draw 7. This is the 7th time they've done it. First time for me. But she draws a number, and you have picked yarns to correspond with those numbers, and then you get to see, okay, she drew, let's just say number 3. You're like, okay, number 3 for me was this sugars and cream explosion color. I don't know. And so then you will work up whatever it is you're doing that week in that color. So a lot of people do a blanket. There actually is like a Luck of the Draw blanket, basically, that you can do, or you can do your own thing. You could do a hat. You could do like literally anything you want to. Some people do granny squares. I have chosen to do Freeform Crochet. So I am making Scrumbles, and this is my first time making Scrumbles, and my first time doing Freeform Crochet, and my first time participating in Luck of the Draw. So I am just over here like learning the ropes and having a lot of fun. And today I get to show you guys what mine for last week was. So I have decided that this Lincoln bag, as you may have seen me call it when I unboxed this recently on the channel, this looks like my cat Lincoln. For context, if you don't know, I have decided that this is going to be my Luck of the Draw bag. So I've got my first Scrumble in here, and obviously as I go there will be more Scrumbles, and then eventually I'm going to make like a template for my shawl, because I'm planning on making a freeform shawl. So I'm going to make like a shape of a shawl, and then I'm basically going to fill it in with Scrumbles and attach them together and make it into the shape of the shawl. That's the idea anyway. I have no idea what I'm going to make the pattern, like cutout design for the shawl out of. So if anybody has any ideas for like a massive piece of paper, maybe I should use like an old sheet. Wonder if I could find an old sheet. That might be better. And then I can just cut it, like mark on it the shape, and then cut it to that shape. Well, I wouldn't even have to cut it, really. It could just be marked into that shape. But regardless, that's what I'm going to be doing. So anyway, this is going to be my freeform, this is going to be my Luck of the Draw bag, and all my stuff for Luck of the Draw is going to be in here. So, speaking of Lincoln, I don't know if you can hear him, but he is meowing, singing me the song of his people. Alright, so for me, I won't tell you what last week's number was. If you would like to know the number, you will have to go over and watch the video for last week. But for me, my color for last week my color correspondence for the number was white. So for me, for white, I have white/cream, and that what I'm planning on doing is doing my Scrumble in shades of that color. So instead of picking a specific yarn, which a lot of people have like a very specific yarn for each number, I have just a color picked for each number. And then Scrumbles are typically like multiple types of yarn, different colors, maybe different textures, maybe different weights. Just like just make them as interesting and add intrigue as much as possible kind of thing. At least that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to pick colors, but then make the Scrumbles in shades of those colors. So here is how my white Scrumble came out. And if you guys haven't seen, I don't remember where I mentioned it, but my sister surprised me with of Mars pattern for her Triskelion Freeform, which is this like swirl. And there's actually, you put 3 of them together, so that would be why it would be a tri. So I decided to break into that and try it out for my first one. And this was such a great learning tool, just like I thought it would be when I was talking to you guys before about my plans for doing freeform crochet. This was full of like things that I like needed to learn that are going to help me with freeform crochet. So I'm super excited for one to incorporate these because they are going to be so pretty in my shawl, but two, to make a lot of them, and then as I'm doing that, I'm going to start really getting the feel for the techniques used, because this is very, very different from anything I've ever done. There's a lot of working in segments, and you like leave your color and you do the next color, and then you leave your color and then you do the next color, and then you go back, so that it can all form together. It's really cool. I highly recommend it if you're interested in freeform crochet, and I will of course have that linked in the description box, like I always have everything I mentioned linked. But anyway, I love how this came out, because does this not remind you of a seashell? This looks like a seashell to me. I love it so much. So I used 3 different shades of white. 2 are sparkly. One is a gold sparkly, and then one is a like pink kind of sparkly, which is this one right here. You can see that pink sparkle kind of metallic strand in it. And then this one has a gold metallic strand in it, which is very visible. And then the other one is just white, and I used all worsted weight yarns. This one was Red Heart Super Saver white. This pinkish sparkly one is... I don't have a ball band for it anymore, and I've had it for a while, but I want to say it's a Red Heart Super Saver metallic, but it might be a Big Twist, but I think it's Red Heart Super Saver. And then this one is like a long since discontinued yarn. This one is like a roving style yarn. It gets thicker and thinner. I found this in the clearance like really soon when I started crocheting, so I've had it for over a year. And it's actually pretty difficult to work with, but I do try to sneak it in here and there. I worked it into my Christmas hat, that Elfie Christmas hat that I made. So I'm just kind of trying to use it here and there because I wouldn't want to use it for a whole project. It is a pain to work with, but it is so pretty. And it was like that like KM brand, I think it is. Like little fancy looking skeins that has like a crochet hook or 2, might be 2 knitting needles crossed in the middle, and then it's like an acronym, and I think it's KM, but like I said, it is discontinued, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But I don't have the ball band for that one anymore either. But yeah, this is what my luck of the draw came out like. My very first, well, no, not my very first. I did do that other Scrumble free-handed in random yarns, but my first luck of the draw and the first piece in my big luck of the draw project. So I am so stoked about that. Here's what the back looks like. I love it so much. I honestly am really, really geeked about this. I think it's going to be such a fun ongoing project, and I cannot wait to see it come to life. So I'm leaving all 3 of these tails because when I connect the other 2 spirals to it, I will use the different tails to attach them together and do sewing. So that's one of the interesting things about freeform crochet is you do sew pieces together at different points to create like different shapes that you're looking for. So that's really interesting. But I'll try to give you guys a little close up here. And there is what I think of as my seashell. Love it, love it, love it. So that is my very first luck of the draw make. But I am super excited to go over to her channel and see what the new color is going to be for this week, or what the new number is. I have not gone over and checked yet because I wanted to come on here and do my video first. But I am excited to see what the new color drawn is. And you may notice I am wearing my Hogwarts scarf. So tomorrow, which is Friday, is the day that I was going to start playing the new Hogwarts Legacy game, and you guys know I've been talking about it. But my hubby surprised me, and I have early access, so I've been able to play today, which I was not expecting. So I have been playing today, and that's why my video is a little late, and I am in love already. It is so good. Literally from like right in the kickoff, I was like having chills and just like enjoying this game so much. I am not going to give any spoilers, so I won't talk very much about it other than telling you guys that I love it, or things like that that aren't specific, because it just came out, and for anybody who wants to play it, I do not want you to get a spoiler on my channel. I know if it were me, I would be heartbroken if it got spoiled for me. So I won't talk about the story or any of that kind of stuff, but highly recommend. I am really loving it. And don't forget to link together your Warner Brothers account and your Harry Potter fan club account to get that special stuff if you do play, because there's some pretty cool little like outfit pieces that I got from that, and it's so cool. But anyway, guys, I am going to let you go. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day. If you did luck of the draw this week, let me know what color you got. Everybody's colors are going to be different since it's actually, you know, a number being picked and not a color. So I would love to hear what color you got. And if you want to share anything else about your project, like what you're planning on doing, feel free to do that. But also just hi, I'm glad to see you today. I'm happy that you're here. I love you. You are appreciated. You are amazing. If no one has told you today, you are so loved. I'm sending you tons of gnomie hugs. You are important. You are great just the way that you are. I hope that you know that. And I hope that you are smiling right now. If you're not smiling right now, I'm going to pinch your cheeks. Hey, you're great just the way you are. You should smile sometimes. But if you're not smiling right now, then I know that it must be a hard time for you, and that is totally okay. You are extremely, like, valid in your feelings, and you are allowed to feel upset and sad and depressed and hurt and angry and every other thing under the sun, and I hope that it gets better for you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay gnomey. Bye!